Were you aware that your birth date is more than simply a string of numbers? He has great secrets about his serenity and the spiritual lessons you must acquire during your lifetime. In this video, we'll share Buddhist teachings that suggest your soul's mission, benefits, and problems might be determined by the day of your birth. Prepare to be taken aback, as what you are about to learn may alter your entire perspective on your fate. Imagine at last realizing why specific patterns in your life keep coming again, or why you are drawn to particular kinds of people and circumstances. Would you like to discover how to end these destructive karmic cycles and bring more abundance, love, and happiness into your life? Thus, what we have to tell you today is something you should hear. What if I told you that the numbers from your past hold the key to altering your future? More and more people are learning by the second that the numbers of their birthdays are the secret to both spiritual equilibrium and deep sadness. Don't pass up this insight. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and enable notifications so you don't miss any more life-changing videos like this one if you want to solve all these puzzles and more. And now for the test. Post a comment below. I draw fortunate things into my existence. To begin altering your vibration immediately. Many times, the idea of karma is misinterpreted. A lot of people believe it's just the law of cause and effect, an automated way of rewarding or punishing someone for what they do. But as the teachings of Buddhism demonstrate, karma goes far beyond. It is a buildup of energy that are shaped by our life's aims, ideas, and feelings in addition to our physical deeds. Every individual has a karmic field, or a collection of habits and lessons from the time of birth that must be recognized and addressed. And why is this mattering so much? Because the secret to opening the door to a more harmonious and satisfying life path may lie in realizing your karma. We can make more deliberate decisions that are in line with our spiritual purpose when we are aware of the karmic impacts we bring with us into this world. What if you could pinpoint the unfavorable recurring patterns in your life? Furthermore, you could use them as opportunities for personal development rather than just responding to them. Karma, according to Buddhist gurus, is not a punishment. It is, in fact, an invitation to change. It's not about retribution from previous lifetimes, but rather a chance to purify the soul and advance spiritually. You may start modifying your behavior and thinking to make sure that your present and future reflect the finest versions of yourself by being aware of these karmic tendencies. So, be mindful and consider what lessons your karma might be attempting to impart to you. With the help of the transformational force of Buddhist teachings, we will lead you on a road of deep knowledge in this video so that you can recognize and work with these energies in your life. Now is the time to be open-minded and make a connection with old wisdom that may ultimately lead to the answers you are looking for. We must determine your karmic number in order to comprehend what your karma has to say about you. This number shows the obstacles and lessons you have to learn in this life, much like a guidebook. The good news is that it's extremely easy to calculate this figure. All you have to do is enter your birth date. Clearly, let's do this together right now to eliminate any concerns. You must first know the full date of your birth, including the day, month, and year. To make things easier, let me give you an example. Assume that a certain person was born on July 15th, 1990. Looking at the day's number is the first step. In this instance, the 15th is the day. We must add the 2 digits in order to make this number simpler. Thus, we get 6 by adding 1 and 5. You already have the number and don't need to add anything if, for example, you were born on the 7th or any other single-digit day. On the other hand, you will add the 2 digits to obtain a single digit if the number is 2 digits, such as 23, 11, or 18. Let's get on to the month now. Since July is the 7th month of the year, July's number is 7. Since the number is already a single digit in this case, further action is not required. However, you must add the digits if your birth month is October, November, or December, which are 10, 11, and 12, respectively. For instance, 10 becomes 1 plus 0, which equals 1 in the case of October. November turns into 111, which is 1 plus 1, which is 2, and so forth. Now that you know what a day and a month are, let's talk about the year of birth. 1990 is the year in which we are working. You have to add each of the 4 numbers here. First, we get 10 by adding 1 and 9. Next, we add 10 to the subsequent 9. At last, we add 19 to the final 0. This leaves 19. 19 still has 2 digits. Therefore, we must further simplify it. By adding 1 and 9, we get 10. Additionally, since 10 is not a single-digit number, we add 1 and 0, which is 1. Thus, the year's number is 1. The next step is to add these 3 findings now that we know the day, month, and year's simplified numbers. 6 for the day, 7 for the month, and 1 for the year are what we have in our example. These 3 figures were added. 13 is the product of 13 plus 1 and 6 plus 7. It's almost here. 14 still has 2 digits, so we have to simplify it once more. After adding 1 and 4, we get 5. And the karmic number we seek is this one. Your karmic number, which is 5 in this instance, is the outcome from 1 to 9. Every number has a distinct meaning that corresponds to various obstacles and life lessons. Finding your karmic number is similar to finding your own spiritual mentor. It can aid in your understanding of the recurring patterns in your life, the many kinds of obstacles you face, and even the skills you already possess and ought to hone. It's critical to keep in mind that this number is a key that unlocks doors to a deeper knowledge of your identity and potential for spiritual evolution, not merely a mathematical value. Go find out what your karmic number says about you now that you know how to calculate it. Let's examine what your karmic number actually implies before calculating it. Every number, from 1 to 9, has an own life journey that is explained by its own set of traits, difficulties, and spiritual lessons. To find out what your karmic number says about you, let's examine each one. Your life path is closely related to finding your own identity and leadership potential if your karmic number is 1. Individuals that get a 1 typically possess pioneering energy. They are seen as innovators, leaders, and people who can be trusted with their own judgment. Those that have this number should focus on developing their situational awareness in all spheres of their lives, personal, professional, and relationships. But with great leadership strength also comes great responsibility, namely the ability to strike a balance between the need for cooperation and respect for others and the need for independence. The first lesson's core lesson is confidence in oneself. There are moments when you feel as though you're swimming against the current, or that in order to be respected, you must take a stand. This may make you feel alone, or as like you must work harder than other people to accomplish your objectives. Real change occurs when you realize that being a leader is about encouraging others to discover their own greatest qualities as well as not just being the first or the best. Those that score number 1 are frequently faced with the danger of becoming conceited and self-centered. True collaboration is frequently impeded by the drive to be autonomous and follow your own path, which can lead to a wall separating you from others around you. It is crucial to learn how to listen to people and appreciate teamwork in order to overcome this. The lesson here is that no one succeeds in life by themselves. The first also emphasizes striking a balance between haste and patience. Anger and the need for instant gratification can result in snap judgments or premature surrendering. For people who possess this energy, it is essential to learn how to be patient and trust the process. The key to changing your life is realizing that a good leader must be tough and courageous enough to start over when things don't go as planned. Your life is centered around collaboration, partnerships, and harmony if your karmic number is 2. Individuals that have the number 2 tend to be extremely intuitive and sensitive, able to sense other people's emotions even when they don't express them. This sensitivity presents both opportunities and difficulties. You are referred to be a natural mediator since you are someone who fosters understanding and equilibrium in contentious situations. Although it can be challenging to realize this, your presence has the power to promote harmony and understanding. Number two's life lesson is to learn how to discover strength in vulnerability. You might discover that as a person who values harmony, you are putting off confrontations or repressing your own needs in order to keep things peaceful. But real peace comes only from learning to appreciate your own desires as much as you value other people's, and from learning to be honest about how you really feel. Gaining forceful communication skills without sacrificing your compassion is the difficult part. Individuals who are number two typically worry about being rejected or not receiving enough love. Their need for approval from others or over-reliance on them may result from this insecurity. It is necessary to cultivate a bravery independent of other people's acceptance in order to overcome this. Here's where genuine change happens: when you understand that inner strength originates from a deep understanding of who you are, and that no matter what, you are sufficient. Additionally, number two emphasizes the value of emotional equilibrium. Harmony can be created around you by you, but you must learn to safeguard your own energy. It's crucial to engage in routines like meditation, alone time, and building soul-nourishing relationships. The capacity to love without conditions, beginning with oneself, is the real strength of the number two. Your life is influenced by communication and artistic expression if your karmic number is 3. People with the number 3 are inherently gifted at using their creative expression to convey their ideas and feelings. The number 3 is associated with bright and happy energy. You are capable of greatness in the arts, writing, music, or any other endeavor that enables you to communicate your ideas to a global audience. But with all of this creative potential comes the requirement for attention and discipline. For people who have the number 3, the biggest issue is knowing how to strike a balance between inspiration and doable action. Ideas frequently come to us in an awkward burst, but if we can't go with them consistently, they might never get off the page. It's possible that you'll start a lot of projects at once and end up not finishing any. The takeaway from this is to cultivate the self-control to see your ideas through to completion, even if your initial enthusiasm wanes. The formation of healthy relationships and communication are also associated with the number 3. One of your best qualities is your capacity to connect with people, but if you don't know how to control your energy, it could also work against you. It's critical to have the ability to listen to others and to talk in a way that inspires and uplifts rather than offends. When you understand that genuine communication is a two-way street, you undergo a shift. Additionally, the number 3 emphasizes the value of happiness and lightness. Your ability to make people laugh and feel happy can be a blessing because life doesn't always have to be taken so seriously. But it's crucial to remember not to use happiness and lightness as a cover for more serious problems. A fulfilling life is about striking a balance between joy and responsibilities. Your life is firmly rooted in the search of security, stability, and order if your karmic number is 4. The person who created the zodiac is number 4. Its possessors are driven to build strong foundations in all spheres of life, including career, relationships, and family life. Your organized and realistic energy motivates you to pursue your goals with perseverance and hard work. But all of this structure also increases the possibility of developing inflexible and foolish thought processes. The 4th number's life lesson is to learn how to strike a balance between stability and adaptability. You may find it extremely simple to become set in your ways and resistant to change. But as life consists of cycles, you must learn to adjust to changing circumstances without losing sight of what's essential. Planning ahead and staying prepared are important, but so is remaining receptive to chance. The need to feel in control at all times is something that many people with the number 4 experience. This may lead to ongoing stress and a feeling of being under pressure, as though you were the one responsible for everything. It can be freeing to learn how to trust people, assign tasks, and relinquish some control. Real transformation happens when you understand that resilience in the face of difficulty is just as important as stability when it comes to strength. Number 4 also emphasizes the value of striking a balance between challenge and labor. An obsession with creating a stable life may result in perfectionism. It is important to keep in mind that life is about more than simply what you can accomplish or construct. It's also about how you feel while doing it. A healthy and meaningful existence requires making time for pleasure, relaxation, and pursuing your passions. Your life is governed by the themes of adventure, change, and freedom if your karmic number is 5. The energy of the number 5 is inherently peaceful and inquisitive. They are drawn to travels, fresh experiences, and anything that upends the existing quo. Your goal is to develop the ability to explore the world with adaptability and openness, accepting uncertainty and utilizing it as a tool for personal development. Finding a balance between freedom and responsibility might be a difficulty posed by this desperate need for novelty. Understanding that true freedom is more than only having the capacity to come and go, but also having the capacity to gracefully and intelligently adjust to any given circumstance is one of the most important lessons for those with the number 5. There are moments when you may feel as though you are trapped in a place or circumstance for an extended period of time. Understanding that stability can occasionally provide the essential groundwork for an even bigger adventure down the road is the key to your progress. The 5th obstacle is to refrain from being impetuous and uncommitted. Relationships and projects may become shallow as a result of the ongoing demand for change. It's simple to become weary and start something new without completing the task at hand. It is essential to develop attention and perseverance in order to balance this movement-related energy. When you can stay true to your roots and preserve your spirit of adventure, that's when true transformation takes place. In addition, the number 5 emphasizes the value of living in the moment rather than constantly looking forward to the next significant occasion or experience. Looking within to find your own self and learn how to use that freedom in a deliberate and rewarding way can sometimes be the greatest journey. The most profound discoveries can often come from realizing the significance of the little things, quiet times, and sincere relationships. Your life's work is to strike a balance between duty, love, and helping others if your karmic number is 6. The number 6 represents peace, healing, and caring. This score indicates a person's innate tendency to look out for, defend, and assist others. Creating a secure and caring environment in your family, community, or any other organization you are a part of is the focus of the energy of the number 6. Nevertheless, ignoring oneself can occasionally result from this need to care for others. The ability to strike a balance between giving and receiving is the most crucial lesson to be learned from number 6. You can have a propensity to overcommit yourself, even to the point of putting your own needs last. You may believe that you are becoming emotionally disturbed while attempting to resolve every issue in your immediate environment. The difficult thing here is realizing that you have to take care of yourself before you can take care of others. Setting up appropriate limits and knowing when to say no are the keys to achieving true harmony. The drive toward perfectionism in their relationships is another significant aspect of number 6. You set unreasonable standards for yourself and other people by having high expectations of them. Disappointment and frustration may result from this. Accepting that you and other people are fallible and that flaws are a necessary part of the journey is the lesson. Transformation requires accepting failure as a chance for progress and learning to love without conditions. Furthermore, the number 6 emphasizes the value of developing love in a mist. It's easy to neglect your emotional needs while you're trying to support and assist others. To balance the energy of this number, engage in activities that make you happy, like taking care of the forest or practicing meditation. The capacity to truly love, first oneself, and then the people and things around you, is the real power of the number 6. Your life is closely linked to the pursuit of wisdom, spiritual insight, and knowledge if your karmic number is 7. 7 is regarded as the mystic and enlightener's number. Individuals that have this number are innately reflective, inquisitive, and continuously looking for life's greater purpose. Your goal is to solve life's mysteries, whether via research, contemplation, or spiritual questing. That being said, there may be difficulties associated with loneliness and detachment from the outside world during this deep dive. The primary takeaway from the number 7 is to learn how to strike a balance between the acquisition of knowledge and real-world experience. One could have a propensity to lose sight of the significance of life in the here and now by being overly engrossed in the realm of ideas and concepts. Because you are constantly searching for something more profound, you may occasionally feel cut off from other people. Using what you've learned to improve your interactions with others is the challenge here. The difficulty of trust is also associated with the number 7. You can become extremely guarded or dubious in your quest for undiscovered facts, refusing to let people in. A crucial phase in your spiritual development is learning to trust people and to open your heart, even when you don't have all the answers. When you come to understand that wisdom may be found in both the simple events of everyday life and the words of the wise, you will truly undergo transformation. The number 7 also emphasizes the value of maintaining harmony between the mind and the spirit. While it's simple to get bogged down in studies, books, or spiritual activities, real progress happens when you learn to apply that information to your day-to-day activities. While introspection, meditation, and quiet times are beneficial, it's as critical to engage with life and impart your knowledge to others. The task is to locate the core route that connects existence and knowledge, heaven and earth. Your life is characterized by the quest of material success, power, and achievement. If your karmic number is 8, 8 is a number associated with leadership, ambition, and the capacity to bring big goals to life. This number calls for development, leadership, and achievement. You have the capacity to excel in business, finance, or any other field requiring tenacity and strategic vision. All of this promise, though, also entails significant challenges and obligations. The number 8's life lesson is to learn how to exercise authority with discernment and moral rectitude. Sometimes, the drive for achievement causes one to take a methodical approach that emphasizes outcomes over the importance of the methods employed to get there. Obsession with power, wealth, or status can be dangerous because it can pull you away from the things that are really important. Finding a balance between monetary prosperity and spiritual development is the difficult part of this. Acquiring the ability to handle loss is another issue that frequently faces people with the number 8. Ups and downs are a part of life, particularly for people in positions of authority or responsibility. When you learn to view obstacles as chances for personal growth and development rather than as setbacks, you can experience true transformation. One crucial lesson is resilience. A person's true success is determined by their journey as much as their accomplishments. Additionally, the number 8 emphasizes the value of thankfulness and charity. It's crucial to keep in mind to give back to the world after you succeed. This may be achieved by charitable deeds, supporting the development of others, or using your influence for good. The capacity to change the world, not just for you but for everyone, is the real power of the number 8. On the other hand, if your karmic number is 9, your life is characterized by kindness, generosity, and the desire to change the world. The humanitarian, the idealist, and the person who views the world through a lens of love and empathy are represented by the number 9. This number indicates a natural calling to help others and stand up for causes they support. Being a force of inspiration, healing, and change in the world is your mission. But this giving energy is not without its difficulties. The key takeaway from the number 9 is to learn how to strike a balance between the need to emotionally protect oneself and the urge to lend a hand. You could frequently feel guilty about the issues facing the globe or other people, believing that it is your duty to provide solutions for everything. The difficulty here is realizing that you are not able to save everyone, and that in order to continue assisting in a sustainable way, you must look after yourself. When you learn to say no and accept your own limitations, you undergo a metamorphosis. An additional crucial aspect is the propensity for too idealistic thinking. Although the number 9 has a strong vision for the future, this vision occasionally conflicts with the way things actually work, accepting that the world is flawed and that real change occurs gradually rather than suddenly presents a challenge. It's crucial to learn to appreciate all development and to see the beauty in little successes. 9 also imparts lessons on the value of acceptance and forgiving. People that have this number could be strongly critical of the past or hold an idealized view of how things ought to have been. It's crucial to learn how to let go and forgive, both of yourself and other people. The number 9 has great significance because it is a symbol of love and light that embraces both life's bright spots and its dark ones. Upon comprehending your karmic number and the unique obstacles it presents, the subsequent course of action is learning how to convert negative karma into positive energy. The good news is that karma is not a predetermined fate that cannot be altered. It may be improved, balanced, and altered with deliberate actions and ongoing efforts. Realizing that every instance of negative karma presents a chance for spiritual development is the first step in this path. It's comparable to having a tutor who pushes you to improve, learn a new ability, or confront a significant fear. By meditation and introspection, one can transform negative karma in a very effective way. Through the use of meditation techniques, you can gain access to the subconscious, which contains a wealth of karmic patterns. Regular meditation will help you start to see your thoughts and feelings from a higher viewpoint, free from the interference of your instinctive responses. Particularly beneficial are guided meditations that emphasize the release of negative emotions, forgiveness, and karma purification. Here, consistency is crucial. Over time, even a small daily meditation practice can result in a big transformation. Analyzing oneself to gain self-awareness is another crucial activity. You can find patterns that repeat unfavorable karmic behaviors by reflecting on your everyday actions, emotions, and reactions in a notebook. Why did I react the way that I did? Alternatively, what scenario are you attempting to instruct me in? Asking questions like this promotes awareness, and changing something starts with awareness. Never undervalue how these choices will affect your day-to-day existence and spiritual development. Please remember to like and subscribe to the channel if you found value in this video. This makes the message more widely available to those who, like you, want to live a more tranquil and balanced life. Additionally, turn on alerts to ensure you don't miss any new information that will undoubtedly support your development and well-being. I sincerely appreciate you watching and participating in this self-care and self-discovery journey. In the following video, I'll see you